Shakira. Jabu K. Welcome. Ibhokwe nansi le bhokwe kwakhona. Ryan Shashik. Jabu K. Mkoke lit. I love it. I have a brutally fresh concept. Ooh, I love it. Brian Klantla. Yo. Molo mhlobo. Molo bhokwe. Rakhadi. Pearly Whirly. Root Spring. My people. Bat Cat Power. Adrian Felden. Corley. Onia. Yo. My friend. Ild Africa. That we met on the beach. Thank you. Nice to see you. Help you with my painter friend. Tandeka. Molo. Molatelo. Hi. Coffee by Moses. Peter Cohen. I'm at your house. On your balcony. Thanks. Leave Cape Town. Kluki. Ntsika. Tobani. Jenny. Gretchen. Andisazi na. Andisazi nja. How's it, Peter? Jabu. Hi, Zolani. Nice to see you. My namesake. Hey, Matt. All right. Hey, could say nice to see you. Paul Bruce Brand. Hello. Kloki. Is that how I say it? Miliswa. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello, Elaine. I'm also very excited. Oh, yeah, na Rakhadi again. Ashesh from the Eastern Cape. Paul. Nice to see you. So, Misa, my girl. Nice to see you, my darling. All right. We're waiting for that lovely lady to join us. Msaki, otherwise known as Asanda. And in the background here is Table Mountain. Yes. Our Table Mountain. Let me play a song while we get in the Grow With Us Club. Thanks for that. It's just nice earrings. Hey. I am feeling better, Millie Bean. Thank you very much. It's sweet of you. Maxie. Zolani, I'm staying safe. Thank you, my darling. Oh, shit. Thanks, Elaine. Oh, come all you weary. Yes. Oh, come all you sad and blue. Don't say you don't feel bad. Of you. Hey, Grant. Those men in the shadows. Oh, Msaki. They're taking the flowers down. Those men in the shadows. They're giving your mama a crown. Yes! Msaki, you just make that request and I'm going to totally accept. Hello, Molo Waruna, hey Robin, hello Mbikazi, hello Tabo, hello Little Miss K. Oh, all these beautiful people we're seeing. Ebusiswa, hello Andy Lexa Magwini, Shishliza, Ngwekazi Kaise, Helga, Urban Nubian, Elsa. Nhlangabezi says, my mom still calls you Bonisa from the TV show I was in when I was like 2. No, I wasn't 2, I was like 22. And sometimes Nomvula, we both love you. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So, let's see. Let's see, Miss Msaki. Go live with Msaki. I'm gonna like that. So I'm super excited today, and as are all of you, I'm sure that one of our there she is. Molweni Sisi. Molweni. Tipiri lunjani Dombi. Ooh, that's a big boy. Siphilile Ntombi. Oh, Sam,
You outside. Ngiphandle.
Ngiphandle Ntombi. So, where are you at? Tell the people where you at.
I'm at home in the lounge.
Yeah.
And the kids are sort of like under room arrest. They might waddle in here, but
that's fine. We understand about kids coming in.
After this, it'll be bedtime routines.
Okay, so you can just stay with us for as long as you got. We know you got three little souls running around. We're just blessed to have you in company. So if you welcome to respond to any of the people who are coming up here and making commentary. Molo Asanda says Nkwekazi. Calls you by name. Mola Cape Town. Sisa, beautiful. So shall I?
Where are you?
All right, so I'm in Cape Town.
Yes.
And I'm actually, we're house sitting. My family and I are house sitting this really gorgeous house. Peter Cohen's house. He's on this thread here. So we're broadcasting from his house, and he's gone outside the city. Where is everybody else? Tandeka is in Port Elizabeth. All right, where is everybody? Let us know where you at. Let us know how you feeling. Jaslindo says, gosh, two of my favorite writers, Tentanda Bafetu, Ingos Kakulu, Akona Siko, to me, beautiful. Eastern Cape Jams we're hearing. Please sing Nali Temba. Is that one of yours?
It is, yeah. Sakoish, I will.
Do you feel like it? Purity, hello, my darling. Nice to see you. Sean is in East London. Lots of Eastern Cape. Mtata, Uluyolo, Muses. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Maboneng. Shishliza is in Maboneng. Yoli is in Gauteng. Millie Beans in Cape Town. Odwa's in Paul. Kiniti is Utukobi. All right. Beautiful. Do you want to play a song? Or shall I just jump into something?
Yeah, I think let me let you go ahead to some.
All right, girl.
I'm just gonna listen.
All right, beautiful.
And do some
wonderful.
shots.
So I wanted to play this little thing. It's like kind of inspired by oh mama no tata base wisile, you know, like that church, the church group, and where they sing, they like kind of sing like over each other, and like it's beautiful. So I do the song with my trio. Sky Dladla is one of the ones that I sing the song with, and when we do it, it just sounds like these spirits, you know, just like calling over and over each other. I always get confused.
So my parents,
yeah,
you know, so sometimes I would follow them too.
Yeah. Yes. So imagine all that in the background. This is the church song. Black Guns and Revolution. Hey, there's some requests here, babe.
to write here, but I didn't bring enough Pazamisa.
Yeah,
I wish I could harmonize.
babe, jump in anytime. Jump in anytime.
Yeah, I don't know if how are you feeling about the delay? Can you hear me? Like
I can hear you very, very well. The delay. Hey, Dope St. Jude. So nice to have you here.
Hi.
So wonderful to have you with us. Wonderful.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Monet has joined us, and Monet is a wonderful artist from Venda. He's actually going to be doing a session with me tomorrow. So we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. All right, it's time for you to play a song.
Yeah, I'm going to play a song. I just also wanted to...
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's such a blessing having you kind of usher me into this space, because I've been feeling a little bit... I don't know, just struggling to sort of connect and come to the fore here, online. I get really sensitive to people's frenzy in a way.
Right.
And you can sort of sense it, people trying to find their groove,
Yes.
And, also artists just trying to figure out, like, what's the next step for us and how do we do this? And we were talking about it the other day, how, like, you essentially can't run away from your DNA, and if you build to comfort and you build to sort of share hope, that's going to be a natural inclination. But, like, I'm also, trying to figure out how best to do that. And I feel so blessed, like, having you sort of, hold my hand into my first little live session. And, because I've been wanting to share, but haven't really, been thinking about it. People have been asking, and people have been also pitching their ideas for how you should go online. And so
yes.
I'm like, no, that's not for me. I'm like, oh, actually, no, keep your money. And others, I'm like, I really want to understand, how I'm going to play my part in this space. And
yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for sort of holding my hand out here.
Such a pleasure. It's so wonderful just to have you.
Thank you.
There's so many requests. I'm wait for the water. Teaser. Karen Zoid, hello sister. So good to have you.
Let me
Beautiful.
just get my volume up.
My sister.
I don't know where it's gone. There you go. Oh, I was tuning.
Hey Lou, I'm busy. Thank you. Great comment. Hey Joey. Karen, love you.
I just want to check if my guitar's not too loud. Let me just... Would you help me with my first little sound check?
Hundreds. Also love the honesty, brutally fresh. Blood, Guns and Revolution. We'll get her to do it.
What have you seen there's requests?
Use the means request.
I never.
The means the request. Millie Bean says Karen Zoid, another musical genius. Lots of requests. Karen's here.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Well, I think maybe let me just start with the
guitar. Little so. It's guitar. Karen's saying that maybe you could just come closer, actually, with the guitar and with your voice. You can just be louder in general.
Closer.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, bring it.
Let me see.
Go Simore. Recluse says, I don't know what you guys sing. I'm happy for this. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Nali Temba. Ooh, I got lots of requests, girl. Blood, Guns and Revolution.
particle of dust. You love, breathe your life into my past. Truth is beauty and beauty is justice. You've opened my heart. Oh, hey, 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 Sabela sando sabela nam ditindimalo gue iliwale tisioya gue iliwale tisioya gue sabela sando sabela nam. I want to carry on, but I just want to hear if you can hear me properly.
Hayi siyakuva.
Kuwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, kuwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, kuwe sabela sando sabela nam ditindimalo, kuwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, kuwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, kuwe sabela sando sabela nam. These are the days. These are the days of love and grace. Of love and grace. These are the days. These are the days of love and grace. Of love and grace, and nothing is a waste. Nothing is a waste. Put it all together. Put it all together, and nothing you have faced. Nothing you have faced. Love pulls us together. Love holds us together. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, you know. It's alright, you know. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, you know. It's alright, you know. Noba kunjani nguwili wale nhliziyo yami, nguwili wale nhliziyo yami, nguwe sabela sando sabela nam ditindimalo, nguwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, nguwe iliwale nhliziyo yami, nguwe sabela sando sabela nam ditindimalo.
Yo. Wow.
Yo. Okay.
Hey, wait to Asanda, can you tell us the story of that song?
Yeah, sorry, I'm struggling a bit with my levels, but that song is a gift to me. It was something that I didn't really think too much about writing. It was when I decided I was going to be a musician, and
Huh.
I'm quite a little bit wet behind the ears because this was what 2013, essentially, and I was trying to sort of figure out how to do things, try to figure out my own rhythms and
So that was
creativity.
deep. No, somebody, are you seeing these comments here?
I'm I don't know if I'm stuck, but I've got a
I'm not
the
the
last
only one
comment
who's crying here.
oh god, I
Gabby,
think they've listened.
Gabby, Angeli, you're making Alexis cry and me. Okay, Teta, call. Oh, Lucy says, please speak up. Okay.
You guys are struggling to hear me. Could you? So
No,
was the guitar not that not way too much louder than the
no, the
voice?
guitar was not way too much louder than the voice. No.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay, say more.
Yeah.
Say more about the song.
So yeah, the song. I mean, essentially, like I just had this picture. This was 2013. I decided that I was going to be a musician. I'd left art school and was sort of figuring out my life and also trying to get my family to accept the decision. And they had their fears, rightfully so. I mean, the only artists that we sort of had as a reference were always dependent on people. And they were afraid of that for me because they're people that gave us education as a gift, and they were like, the last thing we're going to do is make you a delinquent dependent on your family and a burden on your siblings and on, they were like, and their fears were legitimate, but I was so sure that that the music would carry me, that love would carry me, and that I would always have enough. And it's difficult to sort of translate that conviction when it's internal. And how do you explain that to, this is the age-old story. Black parents, they just did not have the reference points to be like, oh, now Guyana, they're making a living and they're fine,
Yes.
And essentially, for them, a lot of their decisions were about making ends meet and passion. Following yes. The passion is an absolute, it's almost like a privilege of this generation, and
sure.
Only the brave ones in their generation, brave people that have had to really suffer to follow their craft and their calling. So, I was in that space, and the song came as a gift. And I had this picture where I was standing at the edge of a cliff, and I could see the water down below. And Liwa is a wave, ne? No, Iliwa, no, sorry. Liliza, Iliwa. In fact, I was at home when I was writing the song, and my mother is very, very skilled in terms of language in this course. And I ask her,
wow.
when I'm stuck with words and things, I ask her a lot of questions. And at the time, I remember she was ironing in the kitchen, and I went to her because I had been reading, reading the Xhosa Bible, and I came across this phrase, Iliwa lenhliziyo. No, was it? No, it wasn't. It was. Oh yes, okay. Word Iliwa came up in this passage. I wish I could remember the exact passage. I don't have a Xhosa Bible close to me.
You don't?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find one if I look around hard enough. But when I went to the English translation, it said strength. The word in the same passage, the word liwa was replaced with strength in the English. And I was like, yo, it's Xhosa, it's hectic,
Umhlangabezi uthi iliwa is like a fortress, isn't it? Does that resonate?
A fortress, yeah. She tried to explain it to me. I think that could make a lot of sense. Mama tried to explain it to me, and I was just like, no, man, there isn't, something doesn't add up here in the poetry. I mean, the English one is just saying, you are the strength of my heart, and the Xhosa one is saying, liwa, and I was just like, there's so much poetry in that, because, when I saw this picture, I had this, I had this vision of myself standing on the cliff. And the picture that I had was the water down below being essentially love. Essentially, the water was gonna catch me, and it was like the love. It was this leap into this career, into this calling, essentially,
Yes.
And the realization that I had when I had that picture is that it was like I tried to talk about it in the second verse, that you are not just my strength. You are the rock. The cliff, the edge, the landing of the cliff. You
All
are
right.
the rock, the edge, the cliff, the landing of love. And even so, I just even like in my little poetic realization, felt like it was really short-sighted to think that love was only the water and that what had carried me to that point was love. So when I was like, that was sort of my little revelation that like, oh, I'm not, yes, I find myself at a point where where I'm ready to take this leap of faith into this calling, but actually what brought me here is love. The actual steps right up, hiking up the hill to get here. It was love that brought me here. Every single realization and every single revelation that led me to take the next step, where I had the courage to be like, okay, guys, I see your fears, but I really think that love is going to catch me, and I really want to show you. And the only way that I could was to live close to them and to take that leap of faith. And witnessing that they've come alongside me. It wasn't just about my parents; it was also about my own heart and my own belief into what I wanted to do. So that's sort of the story of the song.
Isn't it so wonderful when you get that impulse from deep inside of you, that impulse that you can't actually do otherwise, you have to follow it.
Yeah.
Like for me, like it was like that with also going to art school, to drama school. At the end of school, there was nothing else that I wanted to do or could do. At that time, music wasn't really, it was in my consciousness, but I didn't, okay, direct translation of Liwa is a cliff. Okay, now we all know. Thanks, Sir Zol. Thank you very much. Ahoy, ahoy. But yeah, just that feeling of rightness, whether it makes sense or not, whether anybody's going to be approving of you or not, just following that deep calling from inside. So I applaud you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I know,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is crazy. When I first saw you singing, I was somewhere on my journey towards becoming a musician, and it's not like this is the end and this is what I've arrived to and this is all I am. Like, I feel like everything that I was able to do has shaped me, and it's still really useful and helpful and helps me see the world and makes me the kind of musician and sort of writer and perspective that I have. Like, it gives me the perspective that I have. But when I first saw you, I was studying law at NMMU.
Wow.
And there was a music teacher called Errol Gadambi who played keys. And you sang at our cafeteria. What a treat. I was like, do people understand what's happening here? You came and did some jazz standards. Casually, just like whipping out these insane standards, but giving them your own flair in the most confident and like humble way that I've ever seen a person. Like, your voice was so distinct. And I'm not saying just your audible voice, but just your stance on how you wanted to share art and music was so distinct. And you were playing at the NMMU. It was like sort of our little. It wasn't the cafeteria. It was like sort of a smarter restaurant in the university.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember? Crazy.
I remember.
Dambi passed away, but I remember how well he accompanied you as well.
Yeah, Son the Curious. There's somebody on this thread here, Son the Curious. He said Errol was his teacher as well. Do you know him?
Really?
Yeah, Son the Curious.
Son the Curious, I know him as a musician now. I met him essentially on Instagram. And
Isn't that interesting?
And I actually heard him on a Bongizio track yesterday as well.
Oh, for real? I'm going to have to check that out.
And I know he's a really dope songwriter. I'm still keen to reach out to him.
Oh, amazing. Okay, well, listen, speaking of that, this space, I would love to open it up to collaborate with musicians to share our passions, our stories, our music with the world at this time. So, my son, the Curious, DM me if you're interested, and anybody else, please DM me. This is a wonderful space for us to share and connect. We are getting a couple of comments to say that your voice is a little bit soft, and I don't know. Maybe guys just listen intently.
My voice is soft. Let me see if I can.
And yes, clean.
Okay, give me a second.
Don't worry.
So my comments are stuck. The last
your
comment
comments
that
are
I
stuck.
got,
Why don't you scroll up a little bit?
The last comment was me speaking, and I feel like more people have said
scroll up. It's like it's a.
Okay.
It wants a bit of a refresh. So I'd love to do with a couple of beautiful people have asked for Nomvula, and I'd love to do that song for you. I want to tell you a short story about it. So this it's a story. It's a song about my family. my mom and my dad, who had this beautiful love, and she passed away when I was 6, almost 7, and he raised us. And I'd wanna, in the song, I say my mom, but here's an addendum. My mom actually had a child before she was with my father, so I've got an older sister by my mom. So I'm gonna amend the song now for you guys to say that sasimane kumamam, batatu. And this is a little bit of a gesture to the truth. You know how things used to be. People used to hide, their, I don't know, oops babies, with family, and like let umakulu raise that child, and then abantwana bomshado would be raised, within that family structure. Very hurtful, I think, can be. Okay, here it is. Sondela mhlobo wam nalibalelide apho kwaqala khona inkathazo zo ndakhuliswa nguyise wam owaswelekelwe semtsha ngudale wakhe umama wam u-Edith Nomvula Thomas Mahola sasibane kumama wam ndingo wesithathu ke mna umapungwa shikatatam ubhutuk uneba kuthiwa ngutata Mahola zangalile uyise wam mhla kwakufihla umzimba wesithandwa seminyaka yeDon Bosco kwazakhele kwa-4 rooms with a dining room table ebar zange balile nabathathu ecamkwengcwaba lakhe zandla ezincinci zalahluthu eluthuthweni singasazi nesizathu tyhini bethuna usishiyile usisinono usishiyile usisinono hayi nazange sayibona into menje yakhuliswa indoda dlamini abazange bayibona intombazane nje yakhuliswa indoda sondela mhlobo wam nalibalelide apho kwaqala khona inkathazo mama ndiyabulela tata ndiyabulela pakade too much wow. Jonas is here. Really?
I promise you.
We are connected. We are connected. Uthandiswa maziwayi, uthandiswa ulapha naye.
Oh wow.
Molo uthandiswa.
Man, I wish I could do this.
King Ta ulapha. Sorry, can we all just recognize and just take a moment?
Oh yeah. No.
Sisi siyakuthanda. More than. Thank you for being here with us. Tell us a story and sing us a song.
Okay. I was just thinking about that song, as well that you just sang. I don't know. Is there anything? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is that like, you that piece of writing for me shows me why, like, you wrote in a way that is sort of you made us read between the lines, but you also gave us like, even though it's your personal story, you know, we're still weeping with you, but also it's like just the sonic changes, you know, make it difficult to stay in a beautiful, in a sad place. You know, the fact that you guys go into that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because you pay this tribute to your father, but you've told such a heartbreaking story in this, like, the imagery that you've given us. And I don't know how what happened. Like, how did you write that song? Because it's such an incredible way to share a story. And it was negated the fragrance. You've given us like a really, really delicate scenario, but at the same time, how is there so much joy? Like all in the same song. Like it's a beautiful song.
That song. One of the reasons that song is called Nomvula is because it was written here in Cape Town. It was written on a very rainy evening, and it was just written with Aaron, who started Freshly Ground on piano, and me and me singing with him. And it just, it's one of those songs that just downloaded, that just came almost readily, fully formed. And those are the gifts. That's when you know that you're tuned in, you're tapped in, you're like turned on. When you can be receiving like that, a song so fully formed. Asanda, to be honest with you, much of my life I have experienced, but I have not necessarily investigated. So there are lots of little pockets of images that are tiny little bombs, that are sort of waiting to be, I don't know, to be explored, to be stood on. Tandiswa says, I've always loved Msaki. Yes, me too. And yeah, so it's wonderful when you discover these pockets in the music and in the poetry. It's just it's an extraordinary thing. Somebody says, Tandiswa, can Tandiswa please be our next guest? Now you've given me strength, says Tandiswa. Uvile ke, and WhatsApp. Expect a WhatsApp from me, King Ta. Lots of people asking for Ulwandle Luchile. And the story. We love it when you tell us things. Nothing is a waste. Yes, Sash.
I don't know if I can play it.
You can do it any way you'd like.
I just need to check if I can reach my highest note. It's quite low. Alright, maybe let me play that.
We're happy with whatever you give us. Just want you to know that. Also, by the way, this lady has just had she has a 6-month-old that is somewhere in the wings. So, girl, applaud.
I'm trying to get my fringe out of
Andile says you are where you're supposed to be. Beautiful. I so agree.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a little human. He's so cute.
A tiny human, a fresh human. Amazing.
And a really incredible partner, because, wow, I'm thinking about the woman right now in this phase. A lot of people are raising children, and then another big man baby. So, like, I cannot believe, just in terms of economics, like the actual labor of a woman in the household is insane. And now you're stuck for 21 days with your own children and a big baby. So I'm just glad that I'm like adulting and doing life with an adult who's really thoughtful and knows how to carry the load of a family and is essentially like a proper partner. But at the same time, you think about other people's intimate spaces, and it comes with a lot of.
You finally did it.
It comes with a lot of gratitude, but it also comes with a lot of prayers that people are safe and carried and are in spaces where they're loved and supported. So those are the prayers in this phase as well.
Beautiful. Please.
I'm trying to see if I can't get this mic to help me a little bit.
Here for the adult men, says Shashik.
So those comments, mine are still stuck.
So,
guys, I'm not ignoring you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm definitely not ignoring you. Zolani, tell me what you're saying, because I literally am only seeing my last post.
Shut up, is the people want a legit wonderful album. Spokazi Jonas is here. Spokazi is a wonderful poetess that's actually going to be joining me next week on these sessions. I'm super excited about that. Wonderful writer. One of your faves too? There we go.
Yeah, she wrote this. She responded on really quickly to Uzo's Bini winning Miss Universe.
Yes.
I know a lot of her poems, but I was just like, I read it at my gig at I had my last sort of concert with my band was at the Untitled Basement, and I read that poem because wow, she just like summed up the moment about two hands up as black people is usually like, okay, don't shoot.
Yes.
And she was just saying how like even the the support of the Ghanaian, but she I'm gonna try to find that poem. I don't want to mess it up by trying to explain it.
Yes, Spokas, you can send it to me again, and also, and I'll repost that because I think I did post it earlier. So, you can send it to me. I'll do that. Just make a note. Zala.
All right,
Spokas Jonas.
Alright, Chile means the sea is burnt away, and I'll tell you about it afterwards.
Yeah, we're gagging. We're all gagging. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Ulwandle
Shashi.
oluthile.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, mama.
bring it.
No, mama.
No, hayi kule nto kucelwa ile nto ibalelayo le ngoma. So,
Kucela
bring it on.
ubani, ne?
Yeah.
Oh man, yo. So I obviously the same way that I was fascinated with, how Isxhosa is just connected to the landscape. That's the thing I was trying to say about Iliwa Lentlizio. The fact that my mother did tell me that definition. But Iliwa is a cliff, it's a, and is that what was that came? That's what came. So I was like, Iliwa is a cliff. You are the strength of my heart. That blew my mind. That like they replaced that with cliff. You are the cliff of my heart. What's that? And for me, it just showed us like how inherently poetic, the languages that we have this privilege of discovering, because I'm discovering mine way late, just because of, the cunning and thoroughness of this erasing school systems, some of the school systems we went to.
Yes.
And essentially colonialism, and what it left behind, even if it did come with, good intentions and mission schools and all of that stuff. So I've been learning myself and finding myself through the language, and one of the things is the imagery and the richness of the idioms. So Ulwandle Chile, that's how abantu, Port St. John's would say, but the tide is low. If you run into Ogogo, and I think I could have been in that area actually just taking a walk on the beach, and I could have been chatting to. There was a friend of mine also who's a poet, so I been about these idioms, but also. I ran into a group of Omakulu, and they were coming from the sea, and I was walking that way. And I asked them on the cliff there how the sea was behaving, essentially, but is it safe, They're like, I'm Chile,
Sure.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
And it didn't leave me the whole day. It just stuck to me, the richness of the language.
Yes.
And somehow in the back of my mind, I put that away. And then there was a friend of mine. In fact, there was a series of musicians and friends of mine that passed away. There was a drummer who was on my project, Sisa Sopaz. He passed away, and then there was a lady in our community called Nokai, who also passed away, and Sapawani. So there was just a series of like loss in my life and in the community that I belonged to. And how I was processing some of this loss was just like, it felt like the posture of the sea, the low tide, and that imagery came back to me that like, when the tide is low and everything is quiet and it's overcast, and I remember that feeling of mourning, and that came back to me. But other than that, it's also, the other half of it, and this is also why I connected to Nomvula a lot, I think, was that you didn't leave us in a place that was you didn't leave us at the bottom of the ocean, as I like to say a lot when I'm performing live. You still gave us this like joyous, B-section or whatever you want to call it, but it was just like you mourned, but you didn't leave us in mourning,
Yes.
And I felt like I wanted to say I'm sore and that I'm in mourning, but I wanted to also say the other for me that B-section in Ulwandle Chile, Ulwandle luchile, iliza liqithile. Ulwandle luchile. There's a lift,
Yeah.
And then I bid farewell to Hamba Nkosazana. When udumengo kanya. In my mind, I'm seeing sunflowers, I'm seeing lights, I'm seeing yellow. It's turned from indigo and blue, and it's turned from that very mournful heart posture to one of like release and one of gratitude, where like, you've done what you came here to do, and siyakhulula, essentially. And we're doing that with a big bunch of flowers. And even the one lady, Kanyis apparently at her funeral, she had sunflowers. I didn't know this. I didn't make it to a funeral in Joburg, but apparently there were sunflowers at her funeral, and I had this picture in my mind about how she, this queen is being buried with hundreds and hundreds of sunflowers, almost as badges of her kindness.
Oh wow!
And ububele in my life is something like ububele is a virtue that I really, really cherish. My mother is one of my favorite people in the world, and one of the reasons is because I don't know anyone who not better than my mom.
Oh, wow.
Like one of my constant prayers is like, can I just be a person in my community or not better than my mom? If she can just, if that can be her inheritance to me, I don't want her to leave me anything else like a you know.
Whoa.
So yeah, that song is really, I was writing it in a space like that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We're just getting a lot of joy from people, from you explaining so intricately, you know, what that song is about. No, Abantu, they're very happy. I do want to say to people that I'm going to be putting this session up on my YouTube channel. So if you've Mel says profound and deeply touching. Thank you for sharing, Melanie Carstens. Nice to see you here, Mel. So yes, if you want to go back and look at this session, I will put it up on my YouTube channel this next day or the next. Yeah, we are kind of over time, but I know it's sad.
Yeah.
But we're getting so many requests for wait. Is the song wait for water?
Wait for the war. I'm gonna have to ask people to join me again. You've given me the courage.
No worries. She says, "Wait for the war, okay?"
Wait for the war. Yeah.
But I'd love to. I want to sing. I want to sing the song. Sings with so many Xhosa speakers here. Yes, I've actually. Tara says, guys, can you do a collab with Bongeziwe? Bongeziwe, I have asked Bongeziwe to do one of these sessions, and he's said yes. He's just dropped a single today. Check his stuff out.
His whole album came out today, actually.
Is it his album?
Yo.
Okay, Bongeziwe. That man is deep. That man is beautiful.
Please go watch it. Please go listen to it, guys.
Yes.
So
this song is called Wawundi Tembisile, and it's going to be my first release, actually, my first official release. And it is a song that is sung to Maria. Maria as in the Mother Mary in Catholicism, Mama Ga Yesu. And Mama Ga Yesu, and but that is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for all of these old world structures that aren't anymore fitting with us anymore, you know. So that's, you know, some elements of religion, that is patriarchy, you know, gender politics, that is it's just all of these old ways that used to make our world work that do not work anymore, and that we're done with. To say that there's been a sense of betrayal, but a sense of now we're walking away from that. Wawundi Tembisile. We Maria Kaundive Kandikala Ondinike Itemba Tigenalo Ndingwenela Ukutibala Ezulwini Zondikumule Kanipambi kwako Enyameli Ondisule Gezaza Ezitwele Inyemeziza Ondisigalele Ubusobako Undibanise Njengogo Unditebisile Unditebisile Kandicinga ngobomi bam ngemihlola Ndilusana Olubomvu Ndisakula Waupina We Maria Nditlekisa Ndipagati Kwamadabi Emimoya Dibangulikazi Elitwele Inhliziyo Ilishwili Ubusabako Bukuqukile Lambona Unditebisile Wow, Nitebisile Wow, Nitebisile Wow, Nitebisile